Down.
Good evening. There being a quorum present, this special session of the Howe City Council is hereby called to order on Tuesday, February 27, 2024 at 6 p.m. under the Open Meetings Act of the State of Texas. Before we begin, please remove hats and silence your cell phones. And let's stand for the prayer and for the pledges. Heavenly Father, we just thank you for all of our many blessings. We ask that you will give the council wisdom and discernment regarding city decisions. I ask, Lord, that you will help us put our personal agendas and personal differences aside for the benefit of the city. And it's in Jesus' name I pray, amen. Amen. Let's take a prayer. Pledges. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now for the Texas flag.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. Please be seated. The City Council invites citizens to speak to the council on topics not already scheduled for public hearing or on the agenda. Citizens may address the council for a maximum of 2 minutes. The council is unable to respond or to discuss any issues that are brought up during this section that are not on the agenda, or other than to make a statement of specific factual information in response to a citizen's inquiry or to recite existing policy in response to the inquiry. I have not received any public comment forms, but if anyone does, please bring them forward. Okay, we'll move on. Voting day is Saturday, May 4, same day as Founders Day Festival. The Howe Hump Day Network Breakfast is held every first Wednesday of the month from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. here in Summit Gardens. Everyone is welcome to attend. Moving on to our action items. 1, discuss, consider, and act upon renewing 4 CDs for 9 months with Independent Financial at a rate of 4.84% or creating new terms. Does the council wish to discuss this item? If not, do I have a motion?
I make a motion that we leave them in there for 9 more months.
All right, so we have a motion, motion to approve from Rodney. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Michael's going to second. All in favor? Everyone? Any opposed? None are opposed. Item number 2, discuss, consider, and act upon the agreement to retain CPA Eddie Peacock to help with finalizing the 2021-22 audit at $135 per hour for Eddie Peacock, $85 per hour for Nicola Peacock, and $60 per hour for clerical services. Does the council wish to discuss this item?
I take it you had an in-depth discussion with Eddie about this.
I did. Yes, sir, I did.
Past,
I'm sorry?
since he has done this in the past.
Yes, he was the obvious choice to reach out to since he's done it before to kind of clean this up.
I make a motion to approve it.
Okay,
second.
All right, Joe makes a motion to approve, and Billy makes a second. All in favor? Everyone? Anyone opposed? None opposed. Item number 3, discuss, consider, and act upon hiring Michelle Hewitt at the starting pay rate of $55,000 annually in the city of Howe to provide tuition for the city secretary certification through Texas Municipal Clerk Certification Program from the University of North Texas. And I just want to say real quick, since Mr. Shepard was not here last week, I want to mention that at the February 20th City Council meeting, the council unanimously authorized the city administrator, Monty Walker, to make this offer to Ms. Hewitt, and she did accept the offer. Does the council wish to discuss this item? If not, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
A motion for?
To accept.
Okay, so Michael makes a motion to approve. Do I have a second? Rodney? All in favor? Michael, Rodney, and Billy are in favor. Anyone opposed?
I'm going to abstain from voting since, as you mentioned, I wasn't here to be part of the interviews, and it's nothing to reflect Ms. Hewitt because I don't know her, but because I wasn't here for part of the discussions, I'm going to abstain.
Okay, so Joe will be abstaining. Thank you, sir. Item number 4, which motion is passed. Discuss, consider, and act upon converting to electronically delivered agenda packets for the city council. I also want to mention that that there's 8 packets made each time we have a council meeting. For example, the mayor, 5 council members, the city administrator, and the city secretary. For the February 20 meeting, I scanned the packet into my computer. There were 89 pages in the packet. This is a total of 712 pages. Some packets have more or less pages. We can save money by not using so much paper and ink. Time will also be saved because the staff will not have to create 8 printed packets and deliver the packets. Council members can either print individual sheets or request a printed packet if you feel like you need a printed version. Additionally, we will be saving a few trees by going paperless. Does the council wish to discuss this item?
Saving what?
Trees.
Save a few trees.
Okay,
So-
I do have one, sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Yes,
I
sir.
was going to say, the only thing I would request, because I think it's a good idea, by the way, but everywhere that we have a colored sheet, can we have them insert a blank page? That makes it easier when we're moving from one topic to the next.
So, so are you saying like electronically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Electronically, just insert a blank sheet.
Yes.
A blank page to the Word document or PDF or
Okay.
whatever you have. And
Absolutely.
then that way, when we do print it, it's easier to go, okay, this is. the next topic.
Absolutely. That makes sense.
I understand this, wanting to go electronically. My only issue is, like you mentioned last week, that packet was huge.
Right.
I don't have a computer, I don't have a laptop.
Okay.
I'm not gonna open this up while I'm at work and do city business. So I view this on my phone,
Sure.
and 80-something pages scrolling through on my phone. Some of this is fine print, I gotta blow up. As long as we have it to where I can request a printed copy.
Absolutely.
And I have no problems with,
It's 10 cents a copy.
what's that?
Kidding.
10 cents a page.
Good one. I have no problem with, I don't need anybody to deliver it.
Yeah.
I have no issues. I get off early enough to where City Hall's still open. I can swing by and sign something that says I've been, handed a packet, but I can just pick them up. But I'd like to have it to where on request, we can't have it printed.
I think absolutely, I don't have a problem with that at all. I'm just, and I understand that not everybody has a printer or even a computer, but, I just would like to try to save as much money as we can, and ink is expensive.
It makes sense, it really does.
Yeah, but
there are
totally
times
agree
that
with you, though.
we have a whole lot of information in
Absolutely.
these packets, and I don't want to scroll through on my, it's not even iPhone Max, it's a small one. So
Yeah.
I work for the school, I'm
You
sorry.
You could get rid of your flip phone.
Does any other council member have something they want to discuss? Do I have a motion?
I will motion to approve this and leave Michael in the Stone Age.
Okay, so Billy approves, makes motion approve. Ronnie makes a second. All in favor? Everyone is in favor. Any opposed? None opposed. Item number 5, discuss, consider, and act upon a multimedia upgrade to the Summit Gardens of no more than $5,000 to be funded from the Collins Memorial Fund. Does the council wish to discuss this item?
I think that speaker's doing enough discussing of this matter for us.
I do have a question. Have you got somebody in mind, or you got specifics? that you're looking at?
No, I want to go out to, there's some people who do this professionally and make sure it's done professionally.
Yes.
Thinking about maybe 2 cameras, one over there, one in this corner or such, and upgrading, putting speakers up there, maybe over here and up there.
That'll cut down on a lot of the feedback.
It will. And have one master unit section
Have
to
you-
control everything.
Now, you're not gonna be able to do it for $5,000, but if you can get a projector that, I don't know, it might not be anything for the city council, but you may have, if you've got something going on here, other than the
One thing we did,
projectors are a lot cooler.
one thing we did discuss is instead of that 70-inch TV that looks very small on that wall, is upgrading to one of those huge ones that they have now, and they're really not that expensive.
Put that one up for
That
auction.
wall over there was kind of designed for that, and you can plug in USB and do, if Noble Ridge, for example, wanted to have a presentation, that'd be a great place to do it.
Yes. Okay. Oh, yeah. I do know that the projectors are highly expensive.
They are.
So basically, we don't really have an estimate or anything yet. This is just filling it out, trying to go no more than 5,000.
Correct.
Right.
And with the understanding that, trying not to go anywhere near that, but
And we've got ample in the Collins Fund for that, am I correct?
correct. There's 13,000 in the Collins Fund, and really the only thing,
Could spend all of that.
it's used to upgrade and keep, Joe's step is going to be here May 8th, and that'll come out of that fund.
Well, and one of the things I was thinking
I
of is,
appreciate that, Lonnie, you're gonna get paid back for that. Before we move along, Carla, I
One
want
of
to
the
get one more
things-
dig in,
one of the
in
things,
case I'm not here in the next couple meetings. You're still gonna hold council meetings here instead of at the council chambers where they belong?
this is the new council member at Chambers, and it has been
It's
since,
not council chambers,
this is
down
where we
there.
are holding the council
I couldn't
meetings,
resist
and
it.
we have since I have been mayor. So if anyone else
So
does
the
not,
answer is, yeah, you're gonna hold council meetings down here instead of the regular council chamber.
we are going to be holding council meetings here.
That may be my last dig at you, but
Does the council wish to discuss this item any further? And if not, do I have a motion?
I make a motion that we approve Monty looking into it.
Okay.
Trying to stay around $5,000.
Ronnie makes a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Michael makes a second. All in favor? Anyone opposed? None are opposed. Executive session. The City Council will convene into closed session pursuant to the provisions of the Open Meetings Act, Chapter 551, Texas Government Code, executive session as authorized by the Texas Government Code, Section 551.071. Consultation with an attorney on a matter in which the duty of the attorney to the governmental body under the Texas disciplinary rules of professional conduct of the State Bar of Texas clearly conflicts with this chapter, Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Section 551.072, deliberation regarding real property, Texas Government Code, Section 551.074, personnel matters. Discussion items include interviews and procedures to appoint, hire, court/permit clerk. The council will now go into executive session, and the time is 6:12 p.m. Make sure you turn your mic on.
Leave us alone, Monty.
The council will now end executive session and reconvene into open session. The time is 6:21 p.m. Item number 6, discuss, consider, and act upon any items listed under closed or executive session if needed. 7, discuss, consider, and act upon possible action to appoint, hire court clerk, permit clerk.
I make a motion that we authorize Monty Walker, the city administrator, to interview and, along with your consideration, appoint and hire tonight a city, or what is the position again?
For the court clerk.
Court clerk and permit clerk.
Second.
Okay, Rodney makes a motion to allow Monty Walker to hire and
Interview tonight.
interview tonight, along with myself, and,
Hire tonight.
excuse me, and hire tonight. Thank you. And Billy is seconding the motion. All in favor?
It's actually an appointment. I wanna Make
Appoint.
sure to clear that. This is
Okay.
appointed.
So,
This is an appointed position that's supposed, or to be appointed by the council, but since you're gonna be working directly for Monty, we're gonna allow Monty to make that decision, and we're giving him full authority to do that appointment as a council. Does that make sense? We don't
Yes.
hire, we're appointing.
Appointing.
okay, so Rodney makes a motion to authorize our city administrator, Monty Walker, to appoint and hire our, the court clerk, permit clerk, and interview upon end of this meeting, along with myself. And Billy makes a second. All in
A
favor?
little further clarification on that appointment. It is a city ordinance or city code appointment, not a state statute appointment.
Correct, city ordinance appointment. Okay.
We have a second.
All in favor? Everyone, any opposed? None are opposed. If there is no further business to come before this council, this meeting is adjourned at 6:23 p.m.
Just thought we'd make it easier on y'all than sitting there with all. To be honest. We will. You provide a lot of fun.